chicken fried chicken. You ought to be ashamed of yourself with your chicken fried chicken self. Go on somewhere with that chicken fried chicken. It's just fried chicken. Nobody cares if it's deep fried or made in batter. I don't care. I really don't care. There's only so much way you can cook stuff. If you want to say that the ingredients is this and you putting your special spin on it on this, you know, you got broiled, you got broasted, you got roasted, you got rotisserie, you got fried, you got fricasseed. Wait, that's a cutting technique, but that doesn't even matter because guess what? There's only so much way you can cook stuff. And just because you add and you do it at a certain amount and you put this kind of accent on it. Listen, an accent over an A does not make it a different letter. That just means you put an accent over the A. Yes, it might change the word, but it's still at the end of the day an A. Just like it's still a chicken. You're still frying the chicken. It doesn't matter if it's chicken fried chicken, country fried chicken, KFC fried chicken, deep fried chicken. You better go on somewhere with that. You should be ashamed of yourself talking about the chicken fried chicken. Who came up with the chicken fried chicken? Ought to be just devastatingly. You should just go somewhere. I hope you talk yourself into a circle with the chicken fried chicken. Just sounds downright despicable. I'm not bagging on people who grew up in the South with their Southern style cooking. It's just a style, but it doesn't change the method. The method is universal. It's like I was talking about the KFC. You telling me that the people who know the KFC that they don't know about it, it's so much of a secret. It's so much of a secret. I bet if I worked at KFC, I bet I know what the ingredients are. What, they got a special thing for it? I bet somebody just taking it home. You know, the 11 herbs and spices with the combinations of the 11s and 10s. You know what? You know, is it the 11 different herbs and 11 spices? The Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, the chicken is deep fried. It's still fried in the country. I'm just saying, you doing something with it. You still put it in batter. You still put it in that crust on it. What's the matter with y'all with the country fried chicken? Should just be ashamed of yourself with the country fried chicken. Just go somewhere with your chicken fried chicken. Man, I don't know. Man, that's the second time. That's the second time within the past 7 days. I'm like, this don't make any sense. What, man? Ooh, man, it's like this, man, I want to talk about names so much right now, but I won't do it. I won't do it because let me tell you something. When something don't make any sense to me, I be asking questions and people be acting like I'm stupid, right? Just because I ask questions, okay? You know, I said maybe I'm not asking the right type of questions. Like maybe you don't, maybe you don't like maybe you just, he's like, I think you're asking the right type of questions. I just don't think you liking the answer. Listen, whether I like the answer or not may be irrelevant. It's irrelevant to the point. Cause how does me not liking it any relevant to any it's helping my understanding or not? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. I should still be at the end of the day able to understand it on in a logical basis. Period. And I stand behind that 100%. I stand behind that 100%. This is a continuation. There wasn't even an intro or nothing. This is just this is a continuation of the fried chicken. It's like somebody else. Okay? Somebody else. Man. Oh man, there was this dude. There's this dude I was talking to, you know, and he said, now, and you know, maybe y'all can tell me if I'm missing something. And this ain't on the fried chicken, because I think we've already exhausted that in the last part and in this part. So I will go on to a new thing, and that is this don't make sense. So there's this guy that I know, and you know, his daughter needs a printer, right? So he said that he hooks up the printer in her room, but he has his laptop, you know, hooked up to it in her room so that they'll all still be able to print. And then he proceeds to tell me, but the printer is still mainly for her. Is for her, but everybody can print on it. Here was my question. Why didn't you just put it in a central location if everybody is still going to be printing from it? Because then you would just have to be going in and out of her room every time you guys need to print something. I mean, because at that point, in Indeed alone, it does not like make it solely her printer. Indeed alone, it does not make it her printer. So unless you got another printer somewhere else, you know, and then, but the way that was coming off to me is that he was hooking it up through Wi-Fi. So my question was, why not put a thing in the central location to where everybody can equally access it? That was my question. Like, because the printer is for her, but y'all gonna still be printing for it. You see, so it's like, well, I was like, well, I'm like, well, you can still have, my thing is like, you could still have it hooked up to the Wi-Fi, but physically have it in a different location to where it's easy access for everybody. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. And maybe he couldn't, I think what he was trying to say is that he couldn't put it in a different location because he's got too much other stuff plugged up in other places. My thing is how, if the, first of all, it don't make sense on so many levels. If the family has one printer and everybody's going to be printing from it, even if the parents rarely like use it, but you know that they're going to be using it, you might as well just cut out the middleman and say this is everybody's printer and everybody's just going to be hooked up to it. Okay? That's number one. Number two, why not put it in a location where even if you have too much stuff, what, you can't shuffle some stuff around? Is that it? Why isn't like, if you're talking about from an electrical standpoint, if this is an electrical standpoint, like you got to plug it into the wall, what about the power strip? What about the power strip? Go to the store, get a power strip, right? And then you plug the printer into that. And then you can put it in a separate location where everybody can use it. If everybody's still using it, then it does not solo that dude's, you know, 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 that dude's, you know daughter's printer. It doesn't make any sense. You gotta understand how this doesn't make sense. I like that dude too, but come on. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense. Why keep it like you know. This is not even a question. You just know you're gonna be using it. You know you're gonna be using it. You know the whole family's gonna be using it. You're hooking it up to Wi-Fi. Put it in a central location. Everybody can hook it up to Wi-Fi, and they can print it all at once. The printer will go through a queue, right? The way printers work, they go through a queue and they print out stuff in order from when the order was sent with the information for the printer. That's why it don't make any sense. What could you possibly be loading up in your house to where you don't have an open slot to put it in? What do you just don't have a power strip? Why don't you just go to the store and get a power strip? I hardly believe that you don't have enough money to buy a power strip. Was it like $10? Less than? I'm gonna look this up right now. I got my computer right in front of me while I'm recording. Let me look this up right now. I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna look up one of them power strips. I'm going on Google right now. Power strip. Or a surge protector or what? $8. An 8-outlet metal power strip on MCM Electronics for $8. A 3-outlet mini power strip for $2.25. That's $2.25, not $225. $225 is $2.25 on CNAweb.com. And then you got APC Essential Surge Arrest, 120 volts, $8.10 from APC by Schneider. Yeah, Schneider Electric. Let me see. You see what I'm saying? Just the level of ridiculousness. I'm sorry. And if he's listening to this right now too, because I didn't mention your name, so if you get mad at me, I'm sorry. I didn't mention your name. But hey, come on with it, bring it, tell me something now. Tell me something now. What could you be possibly loading up in your house that requires that much stuff that you couldn't put a power strip and just put? Man, there was a time to where me and my family had lived in a condo and we still had a universal printer. Universal computer. Only had one computer. One printer. Everybody could print from the printer. What was wrong with that? Everybody, so don't bring me that. Don't step to me with that. I dare you. I double dare you to step to me with that. Anyway, I'm sorry. But maybe I should calm myself down. Cause I don't know the situation. Maybe they do have a lot of stuff. I don't know, just to play devil's advocate. Maybe they do have a lot of stuff. I like I said, I recognize that I might be sounding ignorant right now. But until I get more information, I'm sorry. That's, well then, you know what? If then you left that information out. I'm sorry. You didn't give me enough information to understand. What could be so embarrassing? That you want me to believe you couldn't buy an $8, $10 power strip? I don't believe it. I'm sorry. All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching this rant that was longer than it should have been. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. See you guys later.